What's good with y'all, man? We doing another little reaction video. All that, see what's up.
Got a trace to strange glitches that make no sense.
Ew, nigga, that nigga like a Who character. I don't know about that. Nah.
These moments make you wonder, is something off with our world?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Something very off about that. I'm not sure about that. It's some alien shit, AI shit. It's hard to really tell. Like, I'm just looking at it right now, and it's like, it kind of look Photoshopped though, because it's like, why is it shaped like that? Like,
And the answer is in this.
alright, now that's definitely AI. You can tell it's AI.
Video, so stay tuned.
Nah, I don't know about that though. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Imagine you being on a train, just going about your way to get something to eat, or you going in the bathroom real quick, you getting yourself in a position where you're preparing yourself to get to your location in general, food or a sandwich or something. If I see something like that, nigga, that's I'm trying to tell you, boy.
A clip from a 90s event was recently shared online, but there's something in it that doesn't sit right. While the crowd is clapping and cheering, one old woman stands out. She claps, then suddenly freezes mid-action. Her expression goes blank, almost like she's stuck, like a robot
I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know. I mean, could she be AI? I don't know.
or a clone malfunctioning. But hold on, tech like that is from today, right? So how did something so strange show up in the 90s? Now that's the part no one can explain. Real life GTA. Watching this clip feels like seeing a scene straight out of GTA, Grand Theft Auto. One evening, as people were heading home from work, something weird caught everyone's eye. A man was running on the roadside, but not—
That nigga is running like an animated character, boy. That doesn't even look right. You could even tell, even out of the person in the background standing there watching him run like that. That's not normal.
moving an inch. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what was happening. He was stuck in place, legs running full speed, like some glitch had frozen him mid-motion. The strangest part? He didn't even realize it. And after a few seconds, the glitch passed, and he continued running normally, just like that, as if nothing had happened. Frozen ship. This video was shared by an unknown source and left viewers completely puzzled. A massive spaceship floating just above the ground, not flying up, not falling down, just stuck, hovering in place, like it's frozen in time. Many people are seen around it, all looking up in shock, and online, opinions went wild. Some believed it was a glitch in the universe, that it got stuck between dimensions. Others said it had to be some kind of trick or illusion.
Yeah, it definitely was. I feel like that was definitely AI. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care, man. There's no way.
Disappearance glitch. A couple was sitting out.
He disappeared out of nowhere, boy. What the fuck? You know?
Outside a cafe, just relaxing like anyone else. But then, something totally unusual happened. They suddenly vanished. Gone. Completely disappeared like they were never even there. People nearby were shocked and confused, looking around, trying to understand what just happened. 1 second they existed, the next, nothing. I don't think the couple was mysterious. Maybe it was a glitch in the Matrix, a small error, and they slipped out of reality. Reptile score. After watching this, there's no doubt left. Reptilians are among us. Realize it. And the proof didn't come from a secret lab or hidden footage. It happened during a regular basketball match. A player jumped to score, ball in hand. But when the
Oh, that's Chris Brown. I didn't even notice that was Chris Brown.
ball was about to slip from his grip, his hand stretched longer, wider, and for a few seconds, it didn't look human at all. It looked like a reptile's hand. He grabbed the ball midair and scored. No one noticed. Everything went on like nothing ever happened. Strange car. It was just another rainy evening, and a woman was heading home until something in the middle of the road made her stop cold. Right there, a car was stuck in a position that made no sense. The front part touched the ground, but the back was lifted high, hanging in the air like some invisible force was holding it. It wasn't moving, it wasn't falling.
Be driving in traffic and everything, and they see that, it's over. I wouldn't know how I'd react to see that, like a car in the middle of the road where it's floating, nigga. What you gonna do? I know I ain't gonna record, nigga. I'm getting up out of there. All that. It's like, nah, I might record for real, get that viral, you know what I mean, and all that, and as well as keeping it moving forward. It makes you sit there and also think, like, is there like really some other stuff going on within?
It just was. Stranger still, there was no one inside. It looked less like a car crash and more like it had been dropped there out of thin air. A teleportation glitch? Sure felt like it. Metro surprise. This clip will shock you. Just watch till the end. A man was heading to work, riding a metro train like any normal day. But then he noticed something strange. A strange figure stuck to the outside of the train door. At first, it just looked like a blur in the dark tunnel. But when the train came above ground, the sunlight revealed it clearly. It wasn't a shadow. And when the train stopped at the station, the twist hit. This figure was actually...
The fact that it stayed there and it started moving is crazy. Let's start there. You know what I mean? Let's start there, man.
A young guy performing a stunt. He had clung...
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. A young guy performing a stunt. Yeah, I don't know about that.
To the outside of the train the entire ride. Unbelievable, right? Mirror twin. While recording her dance moves, something strange.
Hold the f up, nigga. Imagine you linking with Fine, right? You link with Fine and she doing her little TikTok or whatever. It's like, you imagine you at her crib, she make a little TikTok. And you at Fine crib, you chilling in her bed. You know, you chilling on her bed, y'all chilling in her room and all that. And she doing the dance, you look in the mirror and you see her reflection doing that. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? I don't know about that.
Happened with this girl. Behind her was a mirror, but her reflection wasn't acting normal. It wasn't following her in sync. Instead, the glimpse inside the mirror looked right at her, almost like there was a twin inside, copying her every move. She quickly sensed something was off. Without wasting a second, she stopped and left the room. What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments. Mysterious teeth. Tupac, not real? It sounds wild, right? But watch this. During a casual conversation with a reporter, Tupac's smile seemed a little off. When he showed his teeth, something felt strange, almost like they weren't quite right. But it didn't stop there. In a split second, there was a glimpse of his teeth and tongue that looked unnatural, almost inhuman. It was like something creepy was hiding in him. He quickly covered up, kept his cool, and acted like everything was normal. But once you notice it, it's hard to forget. Biden bite.
Man, that's crazy. I don't really think that there was anything weird with Tupac. If there was something weird with him, that's crazy. You feel me? Imagine, you know, Tupac, if he was, you feel me, whatever, you know, but at the same time, though, I personally don't think, you feel me, Tupac was in that type of, you know what I mean, like, imagine.
Tupac's an alien.
Like, that's tough, that ain't, you feel me.
Who knew a pizza slice could raise so many questions? At a public event, former President Joe Biden seemed completely normal until one strange moment changed everything. He picked up a slice of pizza, brought it to his mouth, but didn't eat it. Instead, he carefully pulled it back out, untouched, and then pretended like he was chewing, smiling, nodding, as if nothing weird happened. But why fake it? A normal person wouldn't do that. That's why many believe it wasn't really him at all.
I feel like he just don't trust eating anything anybody make. I wouldn't trust either, because at the end of the day, you never know. They might choose you to be somebody that at the end of the day, I don't even blame them. I would have been acting like I'm eating that pizza too, nigga. You never know what will happen. You eat that pizza, they add a little poison in that pizza, and it's over for you. I'm trying to tell you, boy, you know, sometimes you gotta think outside the box with certain things.
Clone, or even a reptilian pretending to be human. Reptilian Katy. It was just a normal interview with Katy Perry, sitting casually, answering questions like any other celebrity. But then came the moment that made viewers shocked. For a split second, her eyes seemed to change. Her pupils narrowed.
What if that's CGI though, like fries and stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, like there could be a possibility of anything, but at the same time, though, let's be real, bro. Like it looked like it was CGI. You can't even lie. You can't even cap. Like it looked like CGI. Like you feel me? It didn't even look real. But who knows? You know, you never know what people on this earth, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong, man. Ain't gonna change the fact that Katy Perry's fine. You know what I mean? All that, you know?
Strangely, almost like a reptile's. The clip was later slowed down, and the closer people looked, the weirder it got. No odd lighting, no camera glitch, just eyes that didn't look fully human. Some say it was nothing, just a trick of the lens. But others believe it was something else, a glimpse of what might really be behind the fame. Moving ladder. Some tools just don't stay where you left them. These Chinese workers were on the job.
Hell nah. How the hell did this ladder start moving though? That's kind of crazy. I don't know about that.
Doing regular maintenance when something totally bizarre happened. A ladder placed nearby suddenly started moving on its own. It was just slowly sliding toward them, like it had a life of its own. That was the moment they made the smartest decision of the day. They dropped everything and ran, no questions asked.
Got up out of there, boy. That's exactly what they did. They did exactly what they were supposed to. I would have did the same thing. It's like, man, come on, bro. Like, imagine you seeing a ladder crawling up on you, but you know what I mean, in that situation, you just have to really just get up out of there at that point, because imagine getting your ass whipped by a ladder. You can't even shoot it, because even if you shoot it, nigga, it ain't gonna fall. That's crazy, man.
Sometimes work can wait, and so can haunted ladders. Sudden disappearance. When someone's running from the police, their biggest wish is to just disappear somehow. Well, guys, back in 2011, on a Texas highway, that's exactly what happened. A criminal was speeding down the road, trying to escape a police chase. Everything seemed like a normal pursuit, until suddenly, his car turned into a cloud of black smoke and completely vanished. No crash, no trail, no sign of him, just gone. The guy managed to escape the cops, sure, but the real question is, what dimension did he end up in? That part remains unsolved. New apartment ruined.
Excuse me. Are you back there again?
First day in a new apartment. Should feel exciting, right? But for this man, it turned into one of the worst feelings ever. While settling in, he suddenly felt off, like someone else was there. Moments later, the tap turned on by itself. He walked in and felt like a strange presence was watching him. As he tried to check, the tap opened again. That's when he knew he wasn't alone. The final proof? A shadow moving in the other room. But when he checked in, no one was there. Now the real question is, should he stay or leave before it's too late?
Everyone can see you in their reflection, but... and it's gone.
Floating figure. A man was enjoying the calm, foggy weather near a quiet lake. Everything peaceful. But then, something unusual started to form over the water. At first, it looked like more fog rolling in, until it began to take shape. It wasn't just mist, it was a ghostly figure, slowly floating across the surface of the lake. Before he could process what he was seeing, it vanished. Then came another. Same slow movement, same eerie silence, and then that one disappeared.
I think that's just a cloud or something, or a little fog. I don't think it's anything crazy, really. Who knows though? Could be right, I could be wrong. I don't think that's real.
Appeared too. Till today, no one knows what those floating shapes were. Scary feat. A tourist was on a local train in Switzerland. The box was almost empty. Nothing unusual until he noticed a man sitting across, legs stretched out on the opposite seat. But it wasn't the posture that stood out. It was the feet. They didn't look human. Thick, misshapen, with rough skin. More like some...
Those feet look nasty, I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna cap. Yeah, I don't know about that. Would y'all crush though? Okay, cat. She has that yacht side now. Y'all thinking as long as she got that yacht, you know, yeah, I mean. Crazy, boy. It's crazy how lust can lead somebody into doing something. Like, look at the feet, boy. Crazy.
Something out of a fantasy creature, almost orc-like. The man sat casually, maybe unaware someone was behind him. That one moment became the highlight of the tourist's trip. Something he could never forget. Vanishing cat. At first, it just looked like a regular, cute cat doing its thing, jumping around, playing by the wall. But then came the twist. It casually walked straight through the wall. Not behind it, not around it.
Wait a second. That cat went through the wall?
Through it. For a moment, it completely vanished. And before the confusion could settle, it reappeared the same way, walking back out, calm and playful.
So real though, what if that is a ghost? You feel me, of a cat? You know, just a spirit. Yeah, just messing around with them people. Hey. You know?
Like nothing ever happened. These moments are slipping through more often than we realize. Handler behind. 2 mouths, 1 voice, and no delay at all. A congresswoman named Stacy is seen speaking at a podium, but standing directly behind her is a woman whose behavior doesn't match.
If y'all want me to be real with y'all, man, I think she's off that Booker sugar. I ain't gonna lie. There's no way in that she can even act like that. I don't even think that's anything spooky, really. I think she's just on cocaine.
The crowd. Her mouth moves in perfect sync with Stacy's.
Like, you could just see by the eyes and all, she's on that.
Word for word, no delay.
I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview.
Like a shadow speaking at the exact same time. She doesn't blink much. Her face stays oddly stiff. It doesn't look like mimicry. It looks automatic. And when a powerful politician speaks like a puppet, someone else might be pulling the strings.
They would be representing what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that. They would be misrepresenting what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that.
Mystery hand. A mysterious clip of Pope Francis, supposedly from his final days, has surfaced from an unknown source, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. Pope is seen in a wheelchair, but something's off with his hands. There aren't just 2. There's a third one clearly visible, and it moves in a way that doesn't feel normal.
I feel like that's definitely AI. Don't think that's real.
Some people online claimed this wasn't even the real Pope. They believe the real one passed away long ago. Others think he had some kind of dark power, and that third hand, maybe it wasn't even human. Strange man. At a local clinic's reception, a man stepped up to pay. He pulled out his wallet, and the moment it opened, a small flame shot.
Nigga literally came to the store, pulled out his wallet, and then they set on fire. And the crazy thing is, she ain't even peeped that the wallet caught on fire. That's what makes it even crazier. So, is it real or is it fake? I don't know, man.
Fire burning straight from inside, but he didn't flinch. No shock, no reaction. He simply closed the wallet like nothing happened, skipped the payment, and walked away. The receptionist was confused and a little scared. Whatever that was, it wasn't just some prank. Some people just don't feel like people at all. Ghost clown. Even metro trains aren't safe from strange stuff anymore. In Texas, a local commuter noticed something truly bizarre. Across from him, through the train window, he saw a clown clearly sitting between two passengers. But here's the twist. In reality, no one was there. The seat was empty. So where was the clown actually sitting? And why could only he see it?
I remember back in the day when that clown thing was a trend, when they be like, watch out for them clowns. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. During those days, I already knew that was fake. Like, I remember me and a couple niggas I used to hang with, we used to try to find clowns just to fight him, and we ain't never find no damn clowns, nigga.
No one knows. But one thing's for sure. That wasn't just a reflection. Reptilian Mayor.
And I think that all that that makes it a strike by choice because they're not financially.
Rahm Emanuel, the former mayor of Chicago, found himself at the center of a bizarre controversy after a strange moment was caught on camera during a public appearance. As he was speaking, his face seemed to glitch, his eyes flickered, and his features briefly distorted. To many, it was just a camera error, nothing more than a weird frame. But for others, it was something far more unsettling. Could this powerful politician really be a reptilian hybrid, using his position to hide in plain sight? Skin shift.
I mean, I don't know though. I feel like when it comes to that, like, who knows with that? Like, who knows, man? This look crazy though, I ain't gonna lie.
In one of Elon Musk's interviews, everything was going as expected, calm, confident, and typical Elon. But then came a strange moment that lasted less than a second. The skin on the right side of his face seemed to shift, almost like it didn't belong. For that brief...
I ain't really a big conspiracy theorist, but that is kind of crazy, bro. Like, I don't know if that's AI, but if that's not AI, that's very crazy, bro. Like, the nigga's face kind of like glitched a little bit, like, you feel me? I don't know how to really make the face. I mean, imagine like really that, you feel me? Like, when it comes down to it. Yeah, man, I don't know about that.
Second, it looked like someone else was sitting there, wearing Elon's face. But hey, if anyone's going to pull off something this weird, it's Elon. With him, nothing's really off the table. Eye roll.
Disarray, Iraq in disarray, Syria in disarray, all under the tutelage of Hillary Clinton's State Department. So if she's a change maker, yes.
During the 2016 presidential elections, a CNN show was running live when something totally off happened on screen. Political commentator Angela Rye was in the middle of a conversation when she suddenly rolled her eyes in a way that didn't feel normal at all. For a split second, it looked like she got spooked, like something inside her was trying to come out. But just as quickly, she snapped back and everything continued as usual. Still, that one expression...
Why she looking like she seeing something though? I don't know.
Said a lot. Something was definitely off. But what exactly? No one really knows.
Like,
Things that he mentioned, her helping with school and adopted parents and...
Well, that's great. You know, Donald Trump's done great things in right of time, too, for veterans, all across his foundation. He's done great things, too. We've all...
Eyes don't lie. Back in 2005, when most people had barely even heard the word reptilian, a strange interview flipped the conversation. A US senator was calmly chatting with the host, when suddenly her eyes began to change. Slowly, they started to look reptile-like. It didn't seem like she knew that she was getting...
Wait, was this a real episode of Dr. Phil though? Like, or was this something different? I don't know.
Getting exposed. Viewers were stunned. But the biggest twist? The interview vanished. Not long after airing, it was quietly taken down, and today, it's nearly impossible to find. Hidden face. An old interview of Jenna Bush, daughter of former President George W. Bush, once stirred serious controversy. During the talk, her face slowly began to change. Strange marks appeared, and parts of her skin seemed to shift like it was turning reptilian. Even weirder, the interviewer stayed completely calm, as if nothing unusual was happening, almost like it was all planned. I think the moment was a quiet display of reptilian power, and maybe just...
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, man. We got to a couple videos and all that. For anybody that's new, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, this video, definitely also as well tap in on my Twitch too. I'll be streaming and all that. I got that on my bio as well. To also tap into my Discord too, man. Join the community, man. Wow, man. Yeah. Discord, man, it'll be cool, man. Just tap in. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Continue to lock in, do what you gotta do, and all that side.